Welcome. Happy Tuesday. I was gonna say happy Virgo season, but that's not till tomorrow, so we don't have to jump ahead of ourselves. Thanks for being here. Feel free to say hello in the chat. Let us know where you're joining from. Let us know if it's your first time here in this tribe. Ah, shoot. I forgot to put music by the microphone. I always like having background music. It gives a nice ambiance to my words. So there's not so much dead space, mouth noises. Let's see who's here today. Actually, let me introduce myself. I often forget to do that, I think. So my name's Jacqui Mancuso. I'm joining you guys from Northern Illinois, and I do a whole bunch of stuff. But today, and here on Insight Timer, I tell you guys what's going on in the skies, and then we pull some oracle cards to see what the universe wants us to know about the current transits. Let's see, Diana says hello. Meg, hello. Morning, Jennifer. It's Meg's first time. Awesome. Welcome. We'll do a little check-in, we'll chat, and then I'll tell you all about Virgo season and Mercury Retrograde. And then the cards are just like chef's kiss. They're always just perfect. Good morning, Rhonda. Susan, first time from Virginia. Welcome. Another Jennifer says good morning. Jackie says, greetings, Jackie and friends. How was the concert? I went to go see Skinnerd and ZZ Top on Friday or Saturday. It was amazing. It was my third Skinnerd show. We love Skinnerd. It was great. Thanks for asking, Jackie. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Sharon. Duchess is sending love. Arena, first timer from New Zealand. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Chris, good morning. Patty, good morning. Good morning, Brenda from Texas. Meg's just up the lake in Milwaukee. Very cool. Debbie, good morning. Jackie and all from Arizona. Good morning, Kirby. Good morning, Nikki. Thanks, Jackie, for the kudos. Lori, hello, everyone. And Jackie from Wisconsin. Hello, Jean. And good morning, Jackie. Cool. Well, thanks for being here. If this is your first time, just know that you fit right in. We have a nice little group that tends to show up all the time, and it's fun. Yeah, we really get to know each other here. So today we're going to talk about the sun entering Virgo, because we are coming into Virgo season tomorrow. And we have Mercury Retrograde starting tomorrow. So I am not a fear-based astrologer. I'm a choice-based astrologer. So I like just telling you guys what's available, and then it's up to us to choose how we use the energy that's going on in the skies. And I just realized, Bonnie, you have your new profile picture, and I love it. That's from your professional photo shoot, guys, because Bonnie is also a holistic healer. So contact her if you want to work with her. She's amazing. That photo looks great. I love it. All right, so tomorrow the sun enters Virgo, bringing us into Virgo season until September 23rd. And the same day tomorrow, Mercury stations retrograde until September 15th. So most of Virgo season, Mercury is going to be appearing to travel backwards in the sky. So first we'll talk about what Virgo season's all about, and then I'll tell you what to expect for Mercury retrograde. So Virgo is our mutable earth sign. So there are three qualities that the signs can carry. They can either be cardinal, which are the signs that start the season. Fixed signs sustain the middle of the season, so we've just been in the fixed fire Leo sign. And then mutable signs, like Virgo, they're the ones that finish up the season, wrap things up, move things around, switch it up to get ready to start the next. So Virgo being mutable earth is all about our practical 3D reality, the tangible things. So Virgo season can look like physically moving things around your space. Virgo is linked to perfectionism, being detail-oriented, cleanliness, and purity. So Virgo season sometimes in my house is like spring cleaning part 2. I don't know. It's like the summer's about to end, so you might as well clean everything up before you gotta close the windows for the whole winter and get dust all over the place again. But Virgo is the archetype of the virgin, so Virgo likes to bring details and purity to everything it can to make it as if it is virgin, right? To make your house as if it has never seen a child or a dog or an ounce of dust. And I always joke whenever I get into a cleaning groove in my own life, which doesn't happen very often, that I have like sustained energy to just clean, because I don't pay attention to the moon cycles, right? So I'll just be like cleaning, and it'll hit me. I'm like, I bet the moon's in Virgo, and 9 out of 10 times it is. So Virgo isn't only the cleanly, organized sign, it also governs our health. So Virgo would govern physical health as it is an earth sign. And Virgo is also known as the athlete archetype. So throughout Virgo season, for the next month, you might find yourself a little bit more interested in finding new exercise routines, maybe getting back into a type of exercise that you've put down for some time. I'm actually really excited. I'm about to rejoin Taekwondo after stepping away from it for 6 years. It was just like the perfect opportunity. Something came up, so I'm going to sign up for that in a little bit. So I'm really excited to reintroduce that into my Virgo season. And you also might feel your body reaping more of the benefits from exercise as we have this mutable earth energy. The sun is shining through this mutable earth. So moving the blood, moving the toxins, moving the emotions around your body and sweating them out. You might find that you just get a little bit more out of your exercise during Virgo season. Hello, Rose. Nice to see you. Yvonne, is that the part of the reason of wanting to purge my bedroom? It can be. Yeah, it can be getting into the Virgo feels. Nikki says, my son is turning 16 tomorrow. Happy birthday. Elisa, just got back into running and getting ready to do a liver detox. Virgo. Not purge it. Yeah, purge it. Purge it. Get it out. Virgo also, let me see what Jacqui says. I've been cleaning room by room now that school has started and the kids are out of the house. It's so cool. I love when you guys let me know that you're already embodying the energy that we're walking into. Nikki started some yoga stretches. That explains why. It can, it can. Astrology doesn't equal things in your life, but astrology can flavor your motivation to do certain things in life. So we talked about physical health, but Virgo also governs our mental health because Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Mercury represents the mind. So also during Virgo season, you might find yourself a little bit more excited to dive into your daily affirmation practice, to really get nitty-gritty on your mindset work. Choosing to find joy and gratitude in every moment while you're thinking about switching up the mind during Virgo season. Jacqui says, happy birthday to your son, Nikki. My heart goes out to you. My son turned 16 in January. It makes me super emotional to think about it. Oh, I'm not there yet. I can't wait. Duchess, I've been purging, organizing, cleaning, and have picked up yoga again. I love it. I love it. So Virgo season, all of those moving around, right? Moving our physical, that could be our body, it could be cleaning your house, and also moving the mental, because Virgo is ruled by Mercury, from tomorrow until September 23rd. What is different about this Virgo season this year is that this whole Mercury mental part of Virgo is especially strong because Mercury stations retrograde tomorrow, the same day the sun enters Virgo. So Mercury will be retrograde tomorrow through the 15th of September. Bonnie says my baby moves into her own apartment on Friday. Physically moving house. I love that. Big excitement. So this is the second of 3 Mercury retrogrades this year. And this is normal for Mercury to station retrograde 3 or 4 times a year. It's just the cycle of Mercury. It's not actually moving backwards. It's just an optical illusion that appears to be moving backwards. But this year, Mercury is stationing retrograde through all of the Earth signs. So towards the end of April, Mercury stationed retrograde in Taurus through mid-May. Now at the end of August, we have Mercury stationing retrograde until mid-September. And then in mid-December, Mercury will retrograde through Capricorn and Sagittarius until, I think, January 1st, so the first day of 2024. But Mercury retrogrades give us the opportunity to review, to revisit, to reevaluate what we've created through using the power of our thoughts. So have our thoughts been serving our highest good? Have our belief systems brought us to the life of our dreams? Have our belief systems brought us our desires? Mercury retrograde invites us to slow down. Slow down. And especially right now, guys, in the month of September, 7 out of the 8 planets that do go retrograde will be retrograde. September in itself is a slow month to just pause, reflect, review, maybe hold back on starting new things unless it's something that you've been sitting with for some time. Especially when Mercury is retrograde, I find that if you do have a new idea and you get started on it while Mercury is retrograde, it just creates some more tension and drama in the future. So if you're ready for that, go ahead, But if while Mercury is retrograde, you have this thought like, I need to open this business, or wow, this is the retreat I need to host, or ooh, this is the next thing that I'm gonna do. Try to sit with it until Mercury is direct. That might give you some more time to just sit with the thought process behind what you want to start. But as I was talking about September, every planet except Mars will be retrograde at some point during September. We do have a nice little trade-off at the very start of September. Venus stations direct at the same time as Jupiter stations retrograde. So technically only 6 will be retrograde, but still, the 7 out of the 8 planets that can be retrograde will be during September. So it's just a very, very slow down, reflective time. Lengthy says, hi, Jacqui. Connection isn't really great, so image goes clear, blurry, stagnant. Audio sometimes does. Just wanted to let you know. Jacqui recommended exiting the app and coming back in. Yeah, let me know if anyone else is having technical issues. That's another thing that Mercury retrograde can bring up. Technical difficulties, like connection difficulties. Mercury is the messenger, so it sends messages through the airwaves, through your TV, through your radio, and all that stuff. Mercury represents travel. So if you have any flights or train trips or bus trips planned from tomorrow until September 15th, maybe just like double check and triple check the time you're supposed to be there. Mercury retrograde can cause us to miss appointments. So if people have appointments with you, they might be canceling and forgetting that they double booked themselves, and you might be doing that type of energy as well. It's just a time of slowing down the process, right? If you are oblivious to astrology, right? Like I used to be, and you just speed through life, that's when Mercury retrograde can be a bad, scary time, because you're just doing as normal and the planets are not wanting you to do as normal. So the way that I like to use astrology is just to be aware that, okay, Mercury is slowing down. For the next 3 weeks, I'm just gonna need to be a little bit more cognizant about what I'm doing step by step. And that's it. And I'm gonna choose to listen to what I know, and that's it. Yvonne says, last Mercury retrograde was difficult for me. Seriously want this retrograde to be nice to me. So that's just what I was talking about. If you intentionally choose to slow down your mental process, that's what Mercury wants you to do. It's like he's giving you that gift of, here, if you slow down, I'm going to show you a whole new world. But if you choose to just keep going and pushing ahead as you normally do, you're not going to get to see this whole new world. You're going to see a different world because you're not accepting the gift that I'm trying to give you, is what Mercury might be saying. Kate, 1 week and 1 day post-op for hysterectomy, so at home, recovering, taking time every day for meditation practice, and introducing a more ritualistic approach. I'm so glad to hear that you're taking this opportunity to slow down and revisit different techniques, meditation practices, introducing a ritual sense into your life. Whenever things happen for us in our lives, they always happen for us, right? And it's all about our mindset. We get to choose if we focus on being a victim, why is this happening to me? Or if we get to focus on being the co-creator of our universe, right? Thank you for allowing me to have this time to slow down and heal my body. Thank you for, I've been having some back pain the last couple weeks, which is not which is not normal for me to have low back pain. And yesterday I was just sitting with it and I was like, thank you for bringing this pain upon me, because it's allowing me to look into different healing modalities that I wouldn't normally have looked into because I didn't have a reason to, and a whole bunch of stuff. So sending love and healing to you, Kate. Everyone else is saying audio and visual are good. Kirby says, Kate, take your time healing, don't rush. I started trying to work out too soon after and delayed my recovery. Sending you healing energy. Thanks for sharing, Kirby. Bonnie says, I love how you teach this way astrology influences our reality, especially as a person who was taught it was taboo. It's not. Yeah, it's, I had something as I read that and I forgot. It influences. It doesn't dictate. You're not a victim to astrology. You get to choose to work with astrology to create the life that you desire. I was waiting to see if a metaphor would come up, and nothing has so far. Nikki, the Mercury retrograde of December, January stirred up my past relationship of more than 25 years ago and took me a few months to get over it. I wonder where Mercury was moving through your chart and how it was affecting the other planets in your chart. It could have been, yes, I know that sucks, that it stirs up old energy, but sometimes energy needs to get stirred up so you can clear it out. Diana, it's happening in your 12th house, meditation, healing. I love it. Kate says, thank you, Kirby and Jacqui, taking it slow and focusing on the little things in my life right now that are working for me, and there is plenty to be grateful about every day. Love it. Where was I? So, Mercury retrograde wants us to slow down. Just slow down. Just slow down. And practice your RE words. Reconsider some of the choices. Reconsider any concrete decisions that you've made recently that may be leading you down a certain path, Mercury retrograde in the earth signs invites us to use our concrete earthy reality as a basis to revisit our thoughts. Because we know that our thoughts create our reality. good or bad, I don't believe in good and bad, but I'm using these words with a purpose today. Good or bad, wanted or unwanted, you have created everything with your own mindset. So Mercury retrograde gives you the gift of seeing your reality from a different viewpoint. So when planets go retrograde, it's almost as if the energies turn inward. So this can give you an opportunity to be grateful for the mindsets that have brought you your desires, right? Like, I'm so grateful that I trusted and had confidence in myself to work for myself and make all these things happen, right? You can revisit those positive mindsets and be grateful for them. And then you can also revisit to see what can be adjusted to realign what is out of alignment in the life of your desires. So I have, I don't even have an example for this. I'm waiting for one to come. What I don't like about my life right now is that I feel like making money is a struggle, right? So Mercury retrograde is going to give me an opportunity to sit with that belief, to process, revisit, reevaluate how that belief has served me to now, and then tweak some things so that I can change it moving forward to call in the life of my desire. Does that make sense? Nikki says, actually, after that incident, my interest in astrology started. There you go. Something's got to spark it. Something's got to spark. You know, it's alchemy. Alchemy. Making gold out of lead. John, I'm having hearing issues lately. Never really had something so intense. Is it common during Mercury retrograde to sometimes have issues with hearing? Can be. I can see how it's related because Mercury is related to communication and speech and talking. So I would imagine that hearing is the same. What I know about hearing based off of the work of Louise Hay, she has a book called You Can Heal Your Life. And the energy whenever we have hearing problems is that there's something that you just don't want to hear. Like, there's information coming in that you're not ready to hear. So you can tell the universe, I hear with love. And a lot of times that's helped. Like, my ears have been clogged, or just like I have this weird like thumping that happens in my ear sometimes. It feels like my eardrum is like pulsing. And then I just tell the universe a few times, I hear with love, and I embody that affirmation, I hear with love, and that usually clears up any hearing stuff. Yeah, it's a great book. Highly recommend it to everyone. But today we're gonna pull from two different decks. We're gonna pull from the first deck, asking what Mercury is inviting us to revisit through his retrograde from tomorrow until September 15th. And to do that, we are going to use the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. You're very welcome, John. I chose this deck because Mercury is retrograding through Earth signs this year, through Virgo right now, and this deck just seemed earthy. So the book is You Can Heal Your Life. I'm typing it in the chat. And that is by Louise Hay. The whole book is about how, I can't remember if I said this just now, but it's how, I did not. All emotions are energy in motion, and when the energy stops moving, it gets trapped in your body. And when it wants to move, when it wants to be expressed and released, it might cause issues, pains, hearing issues, diseases, dis-eases. So that book talks about how to get the emotions to move and how to use your emotional intelligence to heal physical ailments. Diana, I love that book. It's like my personal emotional body dictionary to look up what's going on with my body all the time. I do it all the time. I love it. And this lower back pain, I have affirmations that I do every morning, and I've added, life supports me. I trust that life is always supporting me. and it's my left side, so my feminine energy is perfectly balanced. It's like a fake it till you make it kind of thing sometimes with affirmations. Reprogramming your subconscious can look like faking it until you make it. So if you feel like you're making it up, that's fine, because you're creating your reality. You're choosing to create a new thought pattern. It might feel weird at first, but the more you do it and the more you choose to believe it, it can come true. You can change your life. But what is Mercury inviting us to revisit during his retrograde from tomorrow until September 15th while in Virgo? So feel free to send your energy into this deck. Connecting with your highest self, your highest guides, the highest expression of Mercury. We'll ask, what is Mercury inviting us to revisit? If this is your first time with me, I'll let you know that I always do group readings, but these readings, I promise, are always for all of us. So I'm gonna shuffle until 3 cards fall out for us. Love you, Bonnie. See ya. And they all fell out together today, so it's pretty cool. I'm gonna show you the backs of the cards, so you're about to see this image 3 times, okay? Don't look for the physical image. This is a time to practice your intuition. So what that looks like is just waiting, not expecting, okay? Nothing might happen, and that's okay. If nothing happens, that means the whole reading is equally important for you. If I hold up a certain card and you get a twitch, or a ringing in your ears, or a smell suddenly comes upon you, or your cat jumps on your lap, or your house creaks, or something falls off the wall, or a bird lands on your windowsill, anything that changes, like a big gust of wind comes through, anything that changes, that's the universe speaking to you, saying like, listen. But if nothing happens, you're not broken. Your intuition is not broken. It just means that the whole thing is for you today. So, and also, Jacqui is practicing claircognizance. Sometimes you might just know some numbers between 1 and 3, and that is clear knowing. So, no psychic skill is better than the other or more worthy than the other. Just let go. I swear, the more you let go of expectations and you stop wanting things to happen, that's when you allow things to happen. So here's the back of card number 1. The back of card number 2. And the back of card number 3. Asking, what is Mercury inviting us to revisit while retrograde? And I'll show them one more time, but let us know in the chat if some cards are resonating with you. One more time, just in case. The back of card number 1. The back of card number 2. And the back of card number 3. Did you guys see that? That was pretty cool. That's what I'm talking about. Did you see that? Oh my gosh. This is a great time to tell you guys, I record all these sessions and I throw them up on my YouTube channel, so I want to go back and watch that, because that was really cool. I was holding up card number 3 and a car went past it, but it was so cool. Yeah, just search my name on YouTube and you can watch all these replays. If you missed the description or if you want to watch past videos or whatever, they're all up there. So let's see who's working with what. Jacqui, 1 and 2. Patty, 2. Rhonda, 2 and 3. Wynn, 3. Charlotte, 3. Rochelle, 3. John, 3. Nikki, 3. Susan, 3. Yvonne, 2. Frankie, 2 and 3. Jennifer's going with 3. Lori, 2. Duchess, 3. Jennifer, 2. Jean, 1 and 3. Chantel, 2 and 3, but 3 stronger. Gina, 3. Lynn, 1. Eliza, 2 and 3. Rochelle, just search Jacqui Mancuso on YouTube, Or you can go into my Insight Timer profile, and in my About section, there's a link to my link tree, and all of my links are on there for everything. And there's a little YouTube button all the way at the bottom, so you can go there. Susan 2, Diana 2, AJ's feeling 1 today, Renee 2 with a whisper from 3. I love it. I love it. So we are asking what Mercury Retrograde wants us to revisit for the next 3 weeks. Card number 1 today is Hermit. Retreat and recharge. Take time to rest and recuperate in order to continue your growth. Benefit from the information that will come directly from your heart space. The Hermit card is one of solitude and meditation. It represents your capacity to go within and arrive at the cave of your heart. Many of the answers to your problems lie within. And if you don't take the time to connect with yourself and feel comfortable alone, you won't be able to hear the messages that are rising up inside you. The cross-legged meditation position of the cave-dwelling sadhu on the card is an invitation to harness the power of your meditation practice. The Sri Yantra symbol behind him represents the union of masculine and feminine energies, hence support from Mother, Father, God. You have been working hard and giving all to your current situation, and it may become draining and detrimental to your development unless you retreat and recharge your energies. So you are being guided to take a step back at this time. If you are working on bringing something together, your over-involvement could impede the process. So retreat and breathe. If you have something to say or do that could have a larger impact on your life, spend some time in deep thought, even contemplation, before moving forward. Often, when we rush in, we don't see how destructive our actions can be. So meditate and listen to your soul's wisdom before proceeding further. I have a lot to say about this card. So what's Mercury inviting you to revisit? Your meditation practice. Revisiting inside your inner guide, your inner sage, your inner wisdom. This is an invitation to stop trying, stop pushing, stop moving forward, sit. Let me tell you a situation that happened yesterday, literally yesterday. So long story short, I know we have some new people today. I, in April, quit my part-time backup safety net job, and I've been making my own money since April. And it's been a roller coaster. It's been an adventure. It's been fun. It's been up. It's been down. And finally yesterday I was, because I'm really good at just like going with the flow, like la la la, everything's fine, everything's great. And then yesterday morning I was really called to sit and figure out my finances, because I kind of have money in a bunch of different places, and I was like, all right, it's time to review what's going on. So I reviewed my finances, and I had a nail-biting, I don't know. I saw that I had enough money for like one more month, and then I had to figure it out after that. So my initial reaction was, I don't know what my initial reaction was, but I chose, instead of going into fear mode and trying to brainstorm ideas to call in more money, I chose to sit and hermit. And I sat with music, no words, but silent with music for guidance. And I called in, I do a grounding thing in my work anyway, so I did my grounding above and below, and then I just sat. And I called in my higher self for messages. For a while, nothing happened. Actually, I did start crying about work. Like, I let my worry come out. I let my lack mentality take over for a second, and I released the emotion. And then after the release, I just sat and I waited for messages. And I had the intuitive hit to read this ebook that's been open in my tabs for over a month And I said, okay, I'm supposed to read this book now. Thank you. I have the time. I have an hour. I'm going to read this whole book. So I read, it was a 5D currency book. And I wouldn't have read that if I didn't spend the time hermiting. So long story, I read the book. And in the book, one of the things that it was talking about was intentionally finding joy in everything in your life. So if you follow me here, you know I preach that all the time. I talk about like, yeah, find the best in everything. Here's my gratitude list, practice it. But this book made me realize that there are still things in my life that I'm pissed about, that I'm looking at the negative on. Like, yeah, sure, I start my day with gratitude, but I was still frustrated that I had back pain. And I was still like frustrated about other things. So I said, okay, I'm gonna do 1 week of finding the joy in everything. So I finished reading the book, I went outside, I was doing some exercises with my back, and I started taking an inventory. And I said, thank you for the back pain because it's helping me research new healing techniques. Thank you for arguing with my husband this morning because it helped me practice keeping my composure when someone else is upset. And then I went through like other things of my day and I literally found the joy in everything. And long story short, I called in one day, I called in enough money to pay 1 month of bills, which was so amazing. And that wasn't my intention. I wasn't trying to be grateful to call in all of that. I just said, okay, I'm supposed to be grateful. I'm just going to be grateful for everything I have. And that's it. And it came from hermiting. It came from retreating and not acting. If I would have acted on fear, I probably would have overworked myself. I would have started a project that I wasn't fully in my heart. And also, the Hermit, in the traditional tarot, the Hermit card is what rules Virgo. So we're asking about Mercury Retrograde in Virgo while we're going into Virgo season. Thank you for listening to my whole story. The message is just stop. Just stop. If card number 1 resonated with you, it's time to just stop. Thank you, Michelle, for your donation. I appreciate it. Lynn, so funny because I restarted again yesterday. Loving Insight Timer Day 2. I love it. Thanks, Diana. Yvonne, wow, this completely speaks to me. I'm staying home to take mental time. I've been pushy regarding a particular situation. It's time to step back. I began letting go slowly yesterday and trusting in all that speaks to me aside from my ego. Oh, that ego. How are you grateful for your ego? What can you thank your ego for? You might have to sit with it for a second. The name of the book, Oriana, are you talking about You Can Heal Your Life? I put it in the chat a little bit. I'll do it again. By Louise Hay. If that's what you're asking. That was the one. Erin did that yesterday. Lori says, wow. Jennifer, this is perfect, Jackie. I have to do a speak on fear, and we'll be using this. Cool. Hi, Charlotte. Kate was gifted a piece of beautiful art on Sunday titled The Hermit. Of course you were. Of course you were. That's so cool. Charlotte, my shirt says, yep, I talk to chickens. Because I do. It says yep. Not help. Not help, Jennifer. I don't need help. I'm perfectly sane. Ha ha ha! All right, card number 2 today, asking what Mercury is asking us to revisit for the next 3 weeks. First card was to rest. Card number 2 is Oracle. Wait for important information. Of course. Be open and receptive to information. Gather facts so that you can make a decision that is in line with your integrity. The Oracle is the truth speaker and insight bringer of this deck, the ancestor who will be your best outspoken girlfriend, someone who will tell you exactly what you need to hear and move forward. In this deck, she is reminiscent of the Oracle Delphi, a psychic priestess of ancient Greece who was able to receive information and make predictions. She holds a bowl that has sacred smoke rising out of it, bringing the message to look beyond all you can see and gather information in order to make an accurate evaluation of your current situation. Angels, ancestors, and the universe are speaking to you at this time. So look and listen for important conversations, signs, and messages that will point you in the right direction. You are being guided to wait for more information before making any fast moves, because at the moment you are letting your wants get in the way of your needs. There is an opportunity for you to see everything clearly at this time, but you will only be able to do so if you are willing to truly open your eyes. If you have been waiting for further information about a choice you have to make or action you have to take, don't take matters into your own hands, but let what needs to be revealed be revealed. Then you'll know what to do next. Angels are supporting you. Trust them. I just realized who asked. Oriana asked for the name of the book. You were asking about the 5D currency book. It's called 5D Currency. You can get it on Amazon. I think he does a donation based on Amazon. Or go in my link tree, go to my TikTok, and then go to the video that I just posted yesterday. I'm wearing a blue t-shirt, and I link the guy. So you can get link, click it, and get the book there for free. Sorry, I was thinking about that the whole time I was reading this. So wait for important information. There's something that is going to happen that is going to guide you down your path that you need to go right now, okay? This card also talked about getting out of your own way, right? Letting your wants get out of the way of your needs. Another affirmation that I just picked up from a spiritual teacher I follow on TikTok. She says, "Thank you, universe, for..." I have it written down. I don't want to get it wrong. Let me see what she says. "Thank you for bringing me what you know I want and protecting me from all the things I thought I needed." I'll type that in the chat. "Thank you for bringing me what you know I want and protecting me from all the things I thought I needed." It's pretty cool, right? Because the universe has your best interest in mind, and sometimes our little ego brains think that they're this huge universal thing. So yeah, just get out of your way and let the universe bring information to you. This is calling me really strongly to ask you guys about if you know your human design. Human design is like astrology on steroids, okay? You can look up free human design chart and just look into it. You're going to find that you have a type, an energy type. You need your birth date and the time of your birth and the town of your birth to look up the information. If you are a projector, this is just screaming projector energy to me right now. Your authority, the way that you best make your decisions, is to wait for the invitation. If you're a projector and you feel like you're forcing your life forward, you are not in alignment with what the universe wants you to do. How the universe best wants to support you is to give you invitations that you follow. I've given this advice to people in my life, to clients that I have, and every time they accept an invitation, it's like all the effort melts away and everything just unfolds. So this is number 2, Rochelle. That was just for projectors that seemed relevant. But for everyone else, the rest of us, and if you don't know what your human design is, cool, and this is even for projectors, this card was saying just to pay attention to what's happening in your life. Messages come from all over the place. Every single thing that happens in this created reality, simulation, if you're into that conspiracy hole, we create all of it. So anything that happens is a huge message. And you get to choose how much how much gout you give that. Is that the word I'm looking for? You guys know I'm the best with vocabulary. How much importance you give to little things. Nothing is a coincidence. Everything is magic. So if you're, I don't know, talking to someone and they mentioned a book that like 2 other people have mentioned, that's the universe saying, like, go get this damn book. Read the frickin' book. It has something for you. Jacqui, you're a 5-1 manifester? I'm a 5-1 manifester. Is that why we like each other so much? Mary Alice says, what do you recommend for me? No one remembers what time I was born. So there are a couple things you can do. One, acceptance. There's a reason why, nothing happens on accident, like maybe you're meant to look, because I know the human design, you can't see your human design without knowing the time that you're born. Your astrology chart, you can see it, but you just can't see the house placements. That's option 1. Option 2, there is this thing called chart rectification. I just started diving into it. It's something that a seasoned astrologer can do. It is something that seemed way too intense, even for me at my level right now, but there are astrologers out there who offer chart rectification. And from my understanding, what that looks like is an in-depth evaluation of life events so that they can piece it back to your chart to pretty much take an educated guess on what time you were born. It's probably a pretty costly thing because it can take months of like back and forth questioning between the client and the astrologer. But if you're in that situation where you don't know the time of your birth, or even if you know, like, oh, I was born around 9:30 in the morning, a difference of 5 minutes can make a lot of changes in your chart depending on certain things and where certain things are. So that's it. Maybe start looking for people to do chart rectification. Clout. That's what I was looking for, Stacy. Thank you. Carrie, yes, and someone, Alina, typed in mybodygraph.com. Yes. I love that. Alice is a 5-1 projector. Cool. I don't want to get too far down the rabbit hole of human design. So I offer astrology readings, and then I'll bring in human design as well as like a backup flavorer. So I was talking earlier about my link tree in my Insight Timer bio, and all of my links are there. I have been offering donation-based services for quite some time, and it feels great. So no obligation, we work together, I help you, and then whatever you took out of it is what I invite you to give back. All right. Card number 1, Hermit, slow down, retreat, meditate. Card number 2, Oracle, wait for important information to come to you. Card number 3, what is Mercury inviting us to revisit during his retrograde? Sky Father. And maybe that was like representative of lightning that came behind. Trust in the unknown. Trust that your path is unfolding exactly as it needs to. You have a personal relationship with the Great Father. Know that he is lovingly leading you forward. The Sky Father features in many religions and mythologies as the Father God. He's the counterpart to the Earth Mother in many traditions. So this card represents the universal powers that are masculine in essence, the energies that people have called out to and looked up to in times of need and gratitude. Sky Father personifies your relationship with the masculine energies of the divine and possibly a very powerful male or father figure too. You are a co-creator of your life, and every thought, feeling, intention, and emotion you have is creating the road ahead. With that being said, you don't need to know every single detail of what is going to unfold before you. When this card appears, you are being guided to step back and get out of your own way, because there is a greater power that is not only around you, but within you. And Sky Father is creating the best experience imaginable for you. Accepting this will allow miraculous energy to come into your life. So see things from a higher perspective, like the eagle on the card. This card can also appear when there are opportunities to improve the father connection in your life. If your father figure is in heaven, know that his spirit is drawing close. If he is on earth, there's an opportunity to heal something, whether past or present. Here is one more card telling us to get out of our own way, to stop trying to control the outcome, to accept what is, to be grateful for what is, to know that our little ego brain doesn't have nearly the capacity of the Great Father and what he wants to bring in for us. If you are so attached to the outcome, which I could admit I've done over and over and over, I still do sometimes, I'm not perfect. That's why I love teaching this stuff, because I'm in the middle of learning it. So I think that's where a lot of my passion comes from. But if you hold on really hard to the outcome, it's like I'm trying to think of a metaphor, but like you're holding on to this one thing and you're not allowing all these other things to come in. Like there's so much more that's greater than anything you could have imagined that the universe, Sky Father, is trying to give to you, where if you just let go of what you were hoping for and surrender and say, all right, universe, surprise me. Show me what you have in store for me. Show me how good it can get. Detaching from the outcome. This was something else that was in that 5D currency book. He referenced the channels of Bashar. I think that's how you say the guy's name, or the energy's name. There's a man who channels an alien or whatever, an energy, a consciousness called Bashar. But Bashar gave us this step-by-step pattern, and I just wrote it down. I'm sitting with it. Follow your highest excitement. Take it as far as you can. Remain positive. Don't insist on the outcome. And that's really the joy of life. Thank you, Rochelle and Samia, for your donations. Much appreciated. I'm going to read some comments, and then I have one more deck, and we're going to ask about Virgo season. Just a note, Peter Rowe does great personalized human design reports for $10. Google him. Thanks, Carol, for sharing that. Rochelle, it's mind-blowing for you. I love it. Marjorie, I got my first natal chart in the early days of the internet when it was ordered by the teacher of a course on personality astrology. One of the few things that stuck with me through the years since was that my rising sign was Leo with a Virgo moon. But when I started using an app last year, it said my rising sign is also Virgo, which doesn't feel right. Beware of being overly attached to your astrology chart, because there are multiple studies of astrology as well. There's the Placidus Tropical, there's Vedic astrology, there's Draconian astrology, there's people who use whole house system, there's people who, there's all sorts of different ways. Yeah, just saying. I also have a course on Insight Timer called Astrology 101 if you want to just get to know my version of astrology. Rhonda says moving forward with the brakes on. Yeah, sometimes it feels like that. Leaving for 3 weeks birth search. What do you mean, Rochelle? I like that. Carrie, serendipity. Thank you, Jackie. I needed to hear this today. Thank you for following your guidance to be here today, Carrie. Duchess, holy smokes, Father God has been impressive. Coming on to me, come close to him and rely on him to lead me, because he has great plans for me instead of me trying to figure things out. That is surrender. That is surrender. Trusting. And being grateful for every little thing along the way. Thank you, Rhonda, for your donation. Charlotte says, I'm currently reading the book What's Your Soul Sign by Debbie Frank. Great information. Is it possible to get a one-line summary? I just dropped in. I'll do my best, but this is why I put the replays on YouTube. We've been here for 55 minutes. One-line replay. We have Virgo season coming tomorrow, Mercury Retrograde stations tomorrow. Mercury wants us to hermit, stop doing, go within, meditate. Oracle, wait for important information, wait for messages to appear to us in conversation, in messages, in whatever happens in your life, recurring things. And Sky Father, trust in the unknown. Trust that the unknown is so much better than what you can conceive with your tiny ego brain. Tiny. Vast, tiny. Thank you, Jennifer. Here's the one-line summary. Go to YouTube. Thank you, Jennifer. All right, so I am going to pull another card from the Animal Apothecary deck. And this deck, we are going to ask how to best utilize the sun's energy in Virgo for the next month. So which animal would like to be embodied? This deck isn't really like the animal, but it is. I love this deck so much. So you're welcome, Deborah. Feel free to send your energy into this deck, asking the highest expression of Virgo. Asking your highest self, your highest guides, how can we best utilize the Virgo energy from now until September 23rd? Thank you, Lynn, and thank you, Jackie, for your donations. If you guys have been enjoying today's session, you can always offer an energy exchange in the form of a donation. If you'd like to work with me one-on-one, I do offer astrology chart readings among many, many, many other things. I just help people. I don't know how to define myself because I just use my knowledge and skills and I help people. So I work all on donation basis. So you can find my website in my Insight Timer bio. It's my link tree, so everything that I do is there. You can find my website there. You can find my Facebook, my TikTok, my YouTube, and just hang out. Sign up for my email newsletter because let me tell you just a quick little thing about manifester energy. If you're a manifester or a manifesting generator, we're all over the place. I start 1,000 projects and then I try to give a little bit of energy here and there to everything. I have so much going on. And as a manifester, my authority is to inform, so I do the best I can to inform you guys of everything I'm doing. But if I were to do that on Insight Timer, I'd just be talking for an hour about what I'm doing. So if you want to keep tabs on me, check out my newsletter, because I send out some of those every so often. I'm not an annoying email person by any means. It's very whatever. But yeah, you can find all my information in my Insight Timer bio, link tree, blah, blah, blah. Thank you, Lynn. Jackie says, Jackie's astrology course on Insight Timer, and any work you do with her will be well worth your time and expense. Thank you, Jackie. Jackie is part of my Patreon group as well. I do have a Patreon astrology group. You can join at any time. All the replays are there. We started in Aries season. It's pretty much group coaching with astrology, right? Would you guys agree? All of my Embody Astrology folks who are in here. Yeah, we get together at least twice every zodiac season. Some are more. We describe in hardcore detail what each sign is all about. It's a lot more in depth than what I do on Insight Timer. And then I give you guys an embodiment technique to bring this current energy through the whole month to embody what's happening. So just for an example, Leo season is all about creativity and play and just having fun and play and creativity. So what we did for Leo season was we got together and we had a show and tell of things that we made. And it was just so fun. It's just a great place. So Patreon information in my link tree as well. I made 2 more shirts yesterday, a few more in the works. Yeah, so cool. So cool. And that's because the sun was shining through that creative sign of Leo, you know? It's so much fun. Okay. How can we best utilize the sun's energy in Virgo? Asking the Animal Apothecary deck. And card number 41, Unknown Gift. Nightingale of Paradise. The Nightingale card comes when you have a profound gift that you are not currently aware of. A great endurance of difficulties leads you to unveiling the diamond within. This card is a gem to receive. Feel honored. There is no other card that foretells such a bounty. This gift is beyond your wildest dreams, and you possess it. Your gift is something that every cell in your body yearns to self-actualize. It is one of your most exciting and fulfilling purposes. This card is not about fixing anything or giving you the perfect solution or guidance to a current obstacle. You receive the honor of this card when grace allows you a small knowing that there is an as yet undiscovered talent within. It may take months or years to reveal this gift, but it is there, and it will come to you, as clear as the noonday sun, something your truest self has always longed to actualize. Nightingale's medicine has a special message for you. You are being asked to endure time and uncertainty, for you are still in the night season, little one. Soon you will understand and you will be able to share your gift with the world. But you must wait, as there is a reason that your gift's greatness needs time to actualize in the material realm. Beyond this, it is too mysterious to explain. Please be patient. A reality of yourself beyond your current depth of awareness awaits you. Keep the faith. You have no idea how much the wait will be worth it. Get excited for the immensity of this gift within. It's big, very big. Perfect little wrap up to our whole little session today, right? This is saying, slow down, stop trying to look for it, wait for the universe to bring it in. I think we've been giving too much effort. And that's another thing that I'm trying to digest these days, is the perfect balance of getting clear on your intention, acting on your intention, and then releasing and surrendering. Not releasing. Actually, maybe releasing. I'll talk about that in a second. But like, if you put too much energy into one or more of those and you don't give enough energy to the next, you might be sabotaging the whole situation. Like, yes, it's okay to get clear on what you want. And when you get clear on what you want, I invite you to look away from the physical material thing that you want, the dollar amount that you want. Look for what feeling that invokes. Because it's much easier to manifest a feeling because you create your feelings with your thoughts. Look for the feeling. Work on the feeling. So get clear on the feeling that you want. And then you work on finding that feeling. And then you got to know when it's time to let it go. Surrender it to the universe. Because the universe has greater things in mind for you. I'm catching myself on the word release because a message came through and I listened to it and it made sense and it resonated with me that by saying I release this, you are releasing it in. Lease. That means you borrow. You owe someone something to lease it. So if you release an energy, you're releasing it. It's wordplay. So yeah, I'm choosing to try to be more poignant with my words. I'm trying really hard with that vocab thing. But yeah, this talked about the unknown. You have no idea what's in store for you. And it's when you let go of trying to control the outcome that all these things just plop into your lap. Thank you, John, for your donation. I appreciate it. Jackie loves the cards. Susan says, yes, perfect. Melissa, I just love when the cards come together so well. Me too, Melissa. So you must love every single time we come together. Carrie, thank you, thank you, thank you. Peace and love to all. Namaste, Jackie. Thank you, Carrie. Yeah, this was great. This whole Mercury season, get out of your own way. Maybe just sit back. Maybe spend some more time hermiting in meditation. You know, it was really cool. If you were here when I shared my story about hermiting yesterday, I didn't push the feelings away. I allowed myself to feel the feelings. And in a controlled setting, you know, I wasn't trying to multitask and do a bunch of things and also try to process the worry and fear that I had. I sat and I allowed the worry and fear the space that they deserve, because they're just as worthy of being felt as joy and happiness. So I gave them the space to express themselves, and then underneath that worry, the oracle came, the message came that I needed to hear. So I followed it. And I did not know what I was going to find in the book that I was guided to read. Oh my gosh. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Virgo season is just time to wait and ask and receive what comes, and find joy and gratitude in everything that comes. If you have 5 minutes right now, I invite you to just even go through your morning so far, and anything that irked you about your morning, look for the gratitude in it. Look for how you've grown from a seemingly unwanted situation. Probably Jackie. I get downloads like anytime I open my mouth, I'm getting a download. Liddy, that is from the Animal Apothecary deck. That was the Nightingale card. The first cards, the 3 cards, that was from Angels and Ancestors. Thank you very much, Anne, for your donations. Charlotte, so happy I caught this late, but received the info I needed to hear today. As always, if you guys ever want to go back and rewatch any bits that you missed or rewatch the cards, you can go on my YouTube channel and yeah, just search my name on YouTube or Linktree in my bio to find all that information. Bonnie also helps me out with the group that I have on Insight Timer. It's called Our Spiritual Community. There's a link for that in my Insight Timer bio. And that is, Bonnie types out the card descriptions in Our Spiritual Community, just like the shortened version. So if you want to join Our Spiritual Community, you can recap what we talked about through text. I'm trying to think of anything else. Yeah, just, I don't know, just go on my Linktree. Look at what I do. See what calls to you. That's it. Happy to be here. Always happy to be here. I'll be back on Friday talking about Mars, the planet of energy and action and ambition. He's moving into Libra, the balanced sign, the sign of relationships. Thank you very much, Jean, for your donation. Liddy, I appreciate you doing this. Huge hugs to all. Thank you, Liddy. Kate, thank you, Jackie. I appreciate your time and energy tonight. Love and good night from Australia. Good night. Not good night for me. My day's just getting started. Thank you very much, Karen. I appreciate your donation as well. Yeah, so I'll be back on Friday. You can check out the replay on YouTube. Happy Virgo season tomorrow. Happy Mercury Retrograde tomorrow. We are being called to slow down. Where online do you recommend for those alternative charts you mentioned? You can check out astro.com, astro.com, and they offer lots of different options to play around with. Okay, guys. Love to all. Namaste. Thank you for giving my voice a place to bounce off of and sink into. I really appreciate that you guys take what I have to say and use it for your highest good. It makes me feel really good.